What's up, guys? It's Maddie Mish here. We're here for Dratini Community Day. We're at Steele Indian School Park, and we're gonna go ahead and drop down a lucky egg and a star piece. With the three times catch Stardust, it'll get us about 450 Stardust per catch, and a lot more of that for our first catch. So it looked like there was a Dratini nearby that despawned, but we'll go ahead and get this one right here. 31 CP. So we're going to go ahead and pineapple it, and we're just going to use a Pokeball on this one. The plan for today is to obviously rack up the Stardust with the three times catch Stardust, as well as pineapple as many Dratinis as we can. That way we could get a lot of candy since we don't have our Dragonair or Dragonite in the Pokedex yet. So with the first day streak, or the 6-day streak, the first catch of the day, we get 3,150 Stardust, since we do have the 3-time catch with the star piece down. And we will go ahead and get our second Dratini right here. 352 CP, so once again we're going to go ahead and pineapple it. In Arizona, Dratini is really rare to come by. I think I only have, once we catch this one, we'll see how many candies we have, and then if you subtract 12, that should be how many we had coming into Community Day. So it looks like we had 101 coming into Community Day. I was able to hatch a couple, but none with good IVs, and since they are rare to come by in Arizona, and I didn't have any with good IVs, that's the reason why I haven't went and evolved any yet. But with Draco Meteor being the special move for today, whether or not I find one with good IVs, I'm definitely going to go ahead and evolve it so I can have at least one with that special move. And while we're here at Steele Indian School Park, we're going to be walking around a lot. So we're going to go ahead and put our 2K eggs in the normal incubators, and then we have that 110K and some 5Ks that we'll put in super incubators. We're going to try to hatch all of these during the event because we're going to be having a star piece running throughout the whole event. That way we get the 450 Stardust for every Pokemon we catch. And then also if we have a star piece running while these hatch, and we could hatch it during the Community Day event, it'll give us 1.5 Stardust for all the eggs we hatch. And we've been doing pretty bad on storage. We have 7 spots remaining. I did transfer 9 Electrites before coming here to make some room. And we're going to go ahead and get our 6-day streak Pokestop. And it looks like there is no Dratinis in the area, and that one just disappeared from us right to the right. Looks like all of our sightings have disappeared, so we'll wait for it to come back and see if we can find, and there it is, it came back. 208 CP Dratini, so we'll go ahead and pineapple it. Has a yellow ring around it with a Pokeball, so we'll see if it'll go down with a Pokeball. Nice, and we get it down. Another 450 Stardust and 6 candies. And it looks like there's one at a Pokestop, so we're going to go ahead and track over that way and see if we could find it. And it looks like that Pokestop, as you could see on here, is a pretty far track away. So we're going to go ahead and cut the screen recording here. And then as soon as we get closer, we'll get this Dratini first. 232 CP, so we're going to go ahead and pineapple it. We have 34 remaining after this one. Once again, we have a yellow ring around it. Breaks free from the Pokeball, so we're going to go ahead and use another pineapple on it. And we're going to go ahead and use a Great Ball because with only 33 pineapples remaining and with still about 2.5 hours left of Community Day, we're going to be encountering a lot more than the 33 Dratini, so we want to make sure we use our pineapples on ones that we know we could get a catch on. And that gets us 125 candies. So we would be able to go ahead and evolve all the way to Dragonite now if we wanted to. However, since we do still have about 2.5 hours left, actually a little more than 2.5 hours, more like 2 hours and 40 minutes left, we want to make sure that we use it for the, we want to make sure we evolve the one that has the highest IV. and still with a lot of time left, we definitely have some time to catch some more, and none of these, as you could see so far, don't have that great of IVs. So we're going to go ahead and cut the recording, and when we get closer to that Dratini, we will go ahead and we will check back in with you guys. So the Dratini should be spawning, and there we go. Yes, and we get a shiny! First shiny of the day for Dratini, 543 CP. And actually, we weren't 100% sure if there was going to be shinies. We want to go ahead and golden raspberry this one instead of pineapple since it is a shiny. Because we didn't get to participate in the Pikachu community day, and a lot of people were saying that the shiny rates were higher for that Pikachu community day. But they didn't know if it was just the luck of a lot of Pikachus being around or if it was something that was going to happen on Community Day. So actually walking over to get this Dratini, some guy was like, "Oh, there's a shiny." So I asked him if there really is shinies, and he was like, "Oh yeah, see," and he showed me a screen and he got one. So it's cool to see that shiny Dratini is confirmed. And if we can go ahead and get three, we'll be able to get keep one as a shiny Dratini, evolve one to a shiny Dragonair, and then evolve one to a shiny Dragonite, which would actually be green. And just to make some more storage, we're going to go ahead and transfer out some Zigzagoon. We went ahead and IV checked them, so we're going to go ahead and transfer 11 to make 11 more storage space. And with Zigzagoon being pretty common, we don't need more, like 17, so we'll just keep the top 6 and transfer 11. And now we have, it looks like 11 storage space, and we're going to go ahead and transfer these two Talo. And in that way we have 13 storage space in total right now. And we do have about 2.5 hours left, so we probably will need to transfer some later. We could transfer some Dratinis later. And we're going to go ahead and get this Dratini here at 59 CP. So with the low CP, we're just going to go ahead and pineapple it with a Pokeball. It did have a green ring around it, so we should be getting it. So once again, we get the 6 candies, 450 Stardust. And we'll see if there's any other Dratini in the area. It looks like one just popped up. Oh, and it just disappeared. So we'll walk around a little bit and see if we could get it to spawn once again. We're making our way over that way, and it looks like it's not spawning for us. We'll still go over and see if we could at least hit one of those 2 stops and see if we could still get it to spawn. And it looks like some other stuff is spawning, so it looks like we might have missed it since that Scyther and Torchic spawned a little bit further away on the map than where Dratini originally was. Then we get that Sandshrew that just spawned there. So it's not looking good. It looks like we might not be able to find that one. We'll still walk over a little bit and see if we could find it. So it looks like we'll take this one as a loss, and we'll go ahead and spin the stop here. Nice, and we come across our second shiny. So we couldn't find that other Dratini, so we came over here and we found our second shiny, 59 CP. We're going to go ahead and pineapple and Great Ball this one, just because it is a low CP. I'm feeling a little risky, so we'll see if we could get it on the first try. If not, then we'll definitely move to an Ultra Ball, but it looks like we got it. Second shiny down, and we were only 44 minutes into the event, so we still have a lot of time remaining, and we're on our second shiny. So as long as we could find one more shiny, we'll go ahead and be able to get a shiny Dratini, Dragonair, and Dragonite. Normal Dratini here, 412 CP. We're going to go ahead and pineapple it. And it has an orange ring around it, so if we don't get it here, we might use a Great Ball, depending on how many we have. We might want to save them up a bit, but we don't need to worry about that just yet because we got this Dratini here. So 300 Stardust and 6 Dratini candy, so it looks like I forgot to put down a star piece, so after this one we'll get another star piece going. Once again, we'll use a regular Pokeball. We have 23 remaining. It looks like there was a yellow ring around it. Nice, and we catch it on the first try. So we're at 182 candy total, and it looks like another one just spawned right there, but we're going to go ahead and drop another lucky egg and star piece before we get it. Another normal Dratini, 249 CP, so we're going to go ahead and Pineapple this one. And it has a yellow ring with a Pokeball around it, but still we're going to try to save those Great Balls for now, see if we could get it on the Pokeball first try. Nice, and we get it first try again. That should bring us to 188 candies total. And then we're going to go ahead and see what's in the area, and we'll probably cut the screen recording and catch up with you guys the next time we see a Dratini. Do a quick appraisals on these ones that we just recently caught, and then we'll check the sightings and catch up with you guys the next time we see a Dratini. So there should be a Dratini at that Pokestop to the right of where that Sunkern is. So we're going to go ahead and continue walking that way and see if we could get it to spawn. And it looks like it did spawn right behind it. Another normal Dratini, only 81 CP, so we're going to go ahead and Pineapple and Pokeball this one. Green ring around it. We don't get a nice, excellent, or great, but we should still be able to get it on the first try with the green ring. So that add another 6 candies and another 450 Stardust. And it brings us to 194, so the next Dratini we see, if we could Pineapple it, it should bring us to 200 candies. The minimum goal for today would be 248. That way we could get one with Draco Meteor that's regular and shiny. And in order to do that, we would need 248. So here we are with another regular Dratini, 600 CP, so this one looks like a big one. So we're going to go ahead and use an Ultra Ball on it. We only have 3 remaining, which is why we're trying to use Pokeballs if we can. But with a big CP one like this, we want to make sure we get it on the first try with that Pineapple Berry, and we don't. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and Pineapple it one more time, and we're going to use another Great Ball. As you can see, it is a yellow ring around it. We get the Great Throw this time, so hopefully we could get it with the Great Throw. Nice, and we get it this time. So that should give us another 6 candies as well as 450 Stardust. And that gets us to our 200 Dratini candies. We'll go ahead and appraise this big boy, 600 CP. Doesn't have any good IVs though. And there's no other Dratinis in that area, so we cut the recording and we came over here to where we find a 10 CP Dratini. So we're going to go ahead and Pokeball this one and Pineapple it. Being a 10 CP, we should get this one on the first try. Green ring around it. And Dratini was caught, so that gives us another 6 candies, 450 Stardust. We are racking up the Stardust as well as the candies. So we are on pace with about 2 hours left. We are on pace to hit our candy goal of 248. That way we could evolve a regular and a shiny with Draco Meteor. And I didn't want to click on the Scyther, but I do have a perfect streak on Scyther so far, which is why I'm going to Golden Raspberry it and go ahead and Pokeball it. And we get the Scyther. So we'll get 200 for XP for that and 450 Stardust. And we'll go ahead and get the stop. So there's no Dratini, so we're going to go ahead and walk around, and then the next time we see a Dratini, we will catch up with you guys. But before we do that, it does look like we have some egg hatching. First one's a Swinub, 354 CP, really strong defense, so it doesn't have good IVs. Second one is about to hatch. And we get a Steele. Definitely not a bad hatch. We do need the candies, so we have 109 Steele candies. We need 124 to evolve to Walrein, and we'll need 149 to go ahead and get both of its evolutions. Puchana is on the third one, nothing that great. We do have a lot of Puchana candies, and you only need 50 to evolve into Might Yana. Nice, and we get another Steele. Not the best of IVs, but we still have some ways to go before you could evolve it all the way to Walrein. So definitely not bad hatches. We get 1600 XP for it. And we'll go ahead and get this Dratini while we're here. 124 CP, so we'll go ahead and Pineapple it. So there's a light green ring around it, so I'm hoping we could get it on the first try. I think we should with the luck we've been having today so far. And Dratini was caught, so that's 450 Stardust, 6 candies again, and we are getting up to 213 out of our goal of a minimum of 248 candies. So we saw a Dratini on the nearby, so we decided to come over here towards it. It looks like it's associated with this, that Pokestop. This one might be it. 297 CP. And we're going to go ahead and try to Pokeball it since we only have 11 Great Balls remaining. There is about a yellow-orange ring around it, so I'm hoping we could get it on the first try. Nice, which we do. Doesn't have good IVs, so we're still on the search for one with good IVs, but whichever one has the best IVs out of both the regular and the shiny will definitely be evolving. That way we could go ahead and get this one with the special move set of Draco Meteor. And with only one storage spot remaining, we are going to go ahead and transfer some of our low IV, low CP Dratinis. So we'll transfer those four, that way we have 5 storage spots remaining. And I meant to click on the stop, not the Paris, but we'll go for the Paris anyways while we have it on the screen. And the Paris is down, so we'll go ahead and get the stop now that we got the Paris. Doesn't have good IV, so we'll go ahead and transfer it out. And it looks like a Dratini just appeared right there, so we'll go ahead and yes! Third shiny, so we'll definitely be able to get one of each now. Third shiny, we'll go ahead and get this one before we go ahead and see what else is in the area. But that's shiny number 3 for today with about an hour and 45 minutes remaining on Community Day. So we got this shiny with our Ultra Ball and Golden Raspberry, so we'll go ahead and add it to our collection. And that's the third shiny we encountered today. So we do see a Dratini in the area, so we're going to start making our way over that way, and as soon as we get to that way, we'll start the recording again. So we came over to where we found the Dratini and we were able to encounter our fourth shiny, so we're going to go ahead and Golden Raspberry and Ultra Ball it. There's no Dratinis in the other area, so we were just trying to look around, see where we could find one. And I forgot to get the screen recording going, so as soon as I clicked on it and I realized that it was a shiny and I didn't have the screen recording going, I decided to get it on. So with that Dratini, that's our fourth shiny one. So we have 4 shinies, so we'll definitely be able to go ahead and bring at least one over to Dragonite. And I forget where we're at we're at 235 on candy, so if we get about 2 more with a Pineapple, that should get us to our minimum goal, with still about an hour and 45 minutes left on Community Day. So we'll go ahead and make some storage room while we're here, and there's no Dratinis in the area. So that gives us 240 candies with the transfer. So we still need one with a pineapple. That would get us to 246, and then so we still need essentially 2, one with a pineapple, one without, to get us our minimum candy goal. But with Dratini candy being hard to find in Arizona, we're gonna go ahead and still pineapple even if we do reach our minimum goal of 248 candies total. So we find a Dratini 296 CP. Orange ring around it, Pokeball, Pineapple Berry. This should get us to 246 candies total. 246 candies, and then we did forget to drop another star piece. Our old one ran out, so we should be dropping another star piece soon. We'll get this stop first. Nice, and we get a pineapple berry with it, which is good since we're in need of those. So 489 CP Dratini. We're going to go ahead and use a Great Ball on this one. Still have a yellow ring, but we don't have any Ultra Balls remaining, so we'll go ahead and try for this one with the Pineapple and the Great Ball. Nice, and we get it on the first try. Once again, we forgot to drop the star piece. Really battle with the best of them. Best quality is its HP and attack, so this one might be above a 90%. So we're definitely gonna IV check this one and see if it's above a 90%. And then if it is, that would be one of the ones that, as of now, that we will bring all the way up to Dragonite. Another Dratini right here. 422 CP. 20 pineapple berries remaining, so we'll use one of the 20 on this one, and we'll go ahead and Great Ball this one. Brings us to 259 candy, so we are well above our goal, but we're still going to keep pineapping them as long as we have pineaps available. And our storage is almost full, so we're going to go ahead and cut the screen recording here. We'll airdrop some of these clips real quick, that way we don't lose anything. And then as soon as we get this situated, we'll be back with you guys. So we got the clips airdropped over to my sister, and that way we don't lose any clips. And then we'll transfer it over to my Mac once we get back for the editing. We did encounter this Dratini though while I didn't have the screen recording going. So now that I have some space left on my phone, I'll go ahead and put it on. So it's 334 CP. Missed it on the first try, so we're going to go ahead with the second one with this Great Ball, see if we could get it. Nice, and we get it down on the, I believe that was the second try. Gets us to 267 candies because I believe we just transferred it. So we have the second Dratini here, 195 CP. We're going to go ahead and Great Ball it. It has like a light green ring around it, so I'm hoping we could get it on the first try. Nice, and Dratini is down. $273 candies. And we'll go ahead and transfer this one too. And we have about 35 minutes left of community day, so we'll go ahead and get this stopped. And we do have enough coins for one more silver box, which is the only box they have available for community day right now. So with the 30 Ultra Balls and the pineapple berries, it would be useful. We're going to go ahead and drop another lucky egg and star piece, since the one that we had has been out for a while and we just forgot to keep using one. And we'll go for the Dratini first. Only 10 CP, so we're just going to go ahead and pineapple berry it. We'll use a Pokeball. With it being only 10 CP with a green ring around it, we should be able to do pretty well and get it on the first try. Bad IV, so we'll go ahead and transfer it, and that'll get us 281 candies total. And we'll discard some potions and some hyper potion. Some lures and some nab berries to make some space for that box. And we have 30 spaces remaining for items. So we'll transfer 26 more, that way we have just enough for the silver box. That way we could get some more pineapple berries and some more Ultra Balls. That way we come across, if we come across another shiny Dratini or a high IV Dratini, we have some Ultra Balls to use for it. Since we only do have about a half hour left of community day. So that'll give us another 30 Ultra Balls and 20 pineapple berries, and we still don't have enough bag space, so we're just going to keep on discarding some items until we have enough. And that should give us just enough for the box now. Get this stop while we're here. Got an egg, Pokeball, Great Ball, Hyper or Super Potion. And we have some eggs that'll be hatching. So these will be our 5K eggs, so I'm hoping we could get some pretty good stuff with our 5K. So we get a Wingull. Not bad, we'll register Wingull to the Pokedex. It's always good to get a Pokedex edition, so I'm definitely cool with that hatch. We get 11 candies for it as well. So it has some good IVs, but defense is its best stat. And then it does look like there was a Dratini, so if that's still there when these eggs are done hatching, we'll definitely go for it. So this is only our second Mantine that we've been able to hatch. We actually haven't caught any, so I'm definitely cool with the Mantine hatch. Nice, and we get a Mudkip. Definitely need some more Mudkip candies in order to get our Swampert, so I'm definitely cool with that hatch. And then I believe this should be the last 5K egg hatching. Nice, and we get a Wynot. So we'll register Wynot to the Pokedex. And we'll get 16 candies for it. And it does have good IVs with the best 15 attack stats, so that's definitely not a bad hatch with two Pokedex editions. Then we do have a Dratini right here that looks like this one's an incense spawn, the first incense spawn of a Dratini that we've had. Nice, and Dratini goes down. So we get to 6 candies, 450 Stardust, and we have 308 candies total. With 20 minutes left remaining in this community day. So we actually only have 4 minutes remaining left on Community Day. We weren't able to find anything good after that Dratini. After we got that Dratini, we weren't able to get any more shinies or any good IV ones, which is why I didn't really have the screen recorder going for the last 20 minutes. But we were able to finish with 5 shiny Dratinis. So we're going to go ahead and finish this off with the live clip we have of the evolutions. So I hope you guys enjoy.
What up guys, it's Matty Misher. So we are at Steele Indian School Park and we're about 4 minutes away from ending this Dratini event. So we did pretty good. If you go into our Pokédex right here, we'll click on Johto so we could get to drag Dratini a little bit closer. And you can see we're 64 for 64 on Dratini, and we also got its shiny variants. Looks like only the girls we have are shiny, but we were able to get 5 shinies. And I think before we only had about like 5, so we did pretty good with getting about 60 Dratinis. And we also got a 98%er, which was pretty cool. So our best shiny is a 59%er. So it's going to be a lot of dust to evolve this, I know, and we're at 469 candies right now. But we're going to evolve this to our Pokedex Dragonair. So it's pretty cool. I'm glad that I haven't evolved to one yet, so I could get both the Pokedex editions as the shinies, because I think that's going to be pretty cool. So here, Dratini's going up. Nice, and we got our Pokedex edition Dragonair, so we'll go ahead and register to that to the Pokedex. Nice, and she goes in shiny too. So she's only 113 CP, and we're going to go ahead and evolve this one to Dragonite, so we could get the green Dragonite with Draco Meteor. And then since we only have 2 minutes left, as soon as we register to this one to the Pokedex, we got to get that green one up to, or that 98%er up to a green Dragonite. Nice, so there we go, our green Dragonite, and we're going to go ahead and register this one to the Dex as well. Nice, going in as a green one. So we'll go ahead and look at that one later. I want to get that 98%er in the Dex. So if you look at this one, we'll appraise it real quick. Battle with the best of them. Best quality is its HP. Attack is great too. And its stats are the best I've ever seen, no doubt about it. So we're going to go ahead and evolve this one. Whoops. There we go. We'll evolve this one. And then after this, I want to get one more up to Draco Meteor. So we're going to go ahead and do that one real quick after this one. So we'll go ahead and look at this one as a Dragonite in a little bit, because we only have 1 minute left. Luckily, I know the CP of the other one's 477. So we'll go ahead and evolve this Dragonair to a Dragonite. 98% Dragonair going up to Dragonite. Nice, and we get the 98% Dragonite in the Dex. And then I have it favorited. So we'll go ahead and evolve this 89%er to Dragonair. And then quickly after to Dragonite, since we're less than a minute away. Nice. And we get it as Dragonair. Oh, and it's 3 o'clock. It just hit 3 o'clock, so we'll go ahead and see if we could get this one with Draco Meteor. I'm really hoping we can. Fingers crossed. And our third Dragonite's in the Dex. And its moveset is... Oh, Dragon Tail. Alright, so Dragon Tail and Outrage is a good one. It's not Draco Meteor, but at least we do have one with a good moveset. So if we go into the deck, into our storage, we'll see we have 3 Dragonites. So our 2041 is the 98% IV. The 2016 is the 89% IV. And then the green one is the 257, but we're going to use a lot of dust to get that one up. So that has it for a community day from us in Arizona. Thank you guys for watching. I wish I could have got that third one as a Draco Meteor, but I got 2. The other one did have Outrage, so I don't need to use any TMs on it. But overall, it was a good day. I still have 4 more shiny Dratinis. We'll get one over to Dragonair pretty soon since it doesn't have a good moveset. And that's it from here. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.